Marquis Andor announced my execution 2 years ago. If news of my survival were to spread, the Marquis may find his position compromised.
The men he's been funding bear little love for the Empire. They won't be thrilled to discover that rumors of your death were, in fact, greatly exaggerated. If we were to raise a clamor to that effect, we might just get their attention.
Nothing to it. I'll just go around town spreading the word. How about this? I'm Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg of Dalmasca. Well, what do you think?
That certainly qualifies as a clamor. All right, Van, get to it. For the girls' sake, eh? Oh, and the more people around to witness your little performance, the better. If we're going to reach the Marquis, it's up to you. We'll be waiting here if you need us.
Hey there everybody, and welcome back to Millennial Gameplay. Last time on Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age, we went and decided to fly to the Sky City of Boogaloo, where we met up with a kid named Lamont, who turned out to not be Lamont, but Larsa Solidor, the brother of Vane. Although he seems a little bit more polite than his older brother. We went in trying to get Penelo back by way of that dungeon, the Luzu Mines. And now we have to we have to go around yelling that we're Captain Bosch to seek audience with the Marquis. Or the Marquis. I'm just going to call it Marquis because that's how it is in the game. I know it's Marquis, but still. And in this, there are 3 different type of people you can testify to. The first is I guess one of them, not necessarily the first, is the Boogaloo Synica. Yeah, if you testify around one of those guys,
Don't listen to
he
Andor's
will
lies.
basically decrease the fuck out of your notoriety. However, in the exact opposite fashion, a city Parisiana will increase it incredibly. And then any
Bosch lives.
regular person, be it a miner's ender or just any sort of Boogaloo, will give you 1% notoriety. If you can cluster them together, I think it's actually 1 to 2%.
I'm the Bosch von Ronsenberg.
If you can cluster them together, it doesn't change anything. You either get 1 or 2% depending on who you talk to, or 20% if it's one of the special ones. So just be careful who you press square around, and try your best to, save yourself from having to press square too many times by just finding these guys. There should be 5 or so, enough of the Parisianas around the city of Boogaloo to get you all the way with little to no problems. So just look. It's easier that way. Let's see.
Don't listen to Andor's lies.
Yeah. Although that one in particular bothers me. Like, how do they all know that? Like, unless he heard me all the other times that I yelled, how do all of these guys know that I'm talking about the Bosch lie and not some other lie, like shelling out money to resistance or something like that? Maybe he's lying about something you don't know what he's lying
I'm
about.
Captain Bosch.
Either way, we're done with that. So, let's move on.
This is the one, Amaro. Says he's Captain Bosch, he does.
He would sooner pass for the king.
I knew he weren't no captain. That was a mean trick to be playing.
If a trickery it ended, it would end well enough. But why this boy? And why Captain Ronsenberg? An explanation is due, and I will hear it. The Empire's hounds grow passing bold indeed.
A shame if they learnt the Marquis trafficked with the likes of you. Agents masquerading as guides, a hideout at the back of a tavern? Not exactly earning high marks for originality, are we?
Now you've done it.
Wait! So Basch von Ronsenberg does yet live.
So Vaughn really is all right. I didn't think I'd ever get to see him again.
You will join him soon. And until then, I shall see that you are kept from harm.
Thank you.
I am troubled. The Ravenaster Imperial Guard appear to have overstepped their bounds. I intend to speak on this with the Consul.
What?
Vane Solidor, the Consul, is my brother. The first duty of the Consul is to maintain order in Dalmasca. My brother is not one given to failure. Perhaps things aren't going as well as they might be, but give him a little time and he will put things to rights. Be not troubled. My brother is a remarkable man.
He frightens me.
Why?
I'm sorry. He is your brother. It's just, you don't understand how much we lost to the war. My friends, my parents.
So you fear the Empire? Listen to me. The men of my family, we are taught to place the needs of others before those of our own. I will see that you are kept from harm. It is my duty to House Solidor.
But how? How can I trust you?
Because I give you my word. My brother would do no less.
I knew there must be more to it, but to find you at the end of this tale? To see the Marquis's face when he learns of it.
I should like nothing more. I would meet him and see for myself.
How say you, my lord?
There is little to be said. I shall arrange a meeting with the Marquis. We shall expect you at the estate.
You know, that is actually a bit of a heartwarming moment, that one with Larsa and Pinello. It shows that he is actually a good kid. I'm just going to go ahead and grab this while I'm, doing that stuff. That one's also in the Lose Your Minds. Again, I don't intend to do these right now. I know I could, and around this level it's better. But for hunting, I like to put that off until I have all 6 people. And there are 6 people as part of the party. Spoiler alert there, but I think I've said it before a few times. Now, I'm going to go ahead and ignore buying more stuff, and my voice cracked there. So, just and we're going to go ahead and talk with the Marquis.
Sir Basch von Ronsenberg. It was not so very long ago that I announced you had been executed.
And that is the only reason I draw breath.
So you are the sword he strung above my head. Vane has left not a thing to chance. And?
A leader of the resistance has fallen into Imperial hands. A woman by the name of Amalia. I would rescue her, but I need your help.
This resistance leader, this Amalia, she must be very important. You understand I've my position to consider.
Would you let us see Larsa? He's got my friend with him.
I'm afraid you're too late. Lord Larsa's cortege has already rejoined the Imperial detachment. I am told they will depart for Rabanastre upon the arrival of the fleet this eventide.
What are we waiting for?
You to calm down.
Captain Ronsenberg, surely the exigencies of position are not lost on you. Why, indeed, you should find the enemy's chains an easy burden to bear.
Wait.
Sorry. Can't be helped.
Summon the guard.
Huh?
They're to be taken to Judge
go.
Geese.
Those decrepit basking fools in Arcades tie my hands, and look what happens. I tell you, this country's obstinacy knows no bounds.
The insurgents in Rabanastre operate alone at present. However, should they garner external support, the situation could worsen. We have found the counter-imperial elements in Boogaloo to be conspicuously well-funded. No doubt Marquis Ondor is behind this. Ondor must be reined in.
By the way, the Marquis has written us a letter. He claims that he's recaptured our runaway. He's given him to Geese.
He will die by my hand.
Your fraternity is moving. Ah! Geese returns with Larsa. Tomorrow morning they will leave Boogaloo. See him home safely, Gabranth. Now I'm expecting Dr. Sid. You may leave.
We must see the real thing, to be sure. Nabadis taught us much. Yes, it's well hidden. They'll be off chasing after shadows, the fools. Ah, yes. The reins of history back in the hands of man. Ah, Vane. You seem to be enjoying your job as consul.
I was kept waiting fully 2 years. What news of Arcades? Our honored members of the Senate?
Hard at work, as always, trying to find a dagger for your back.
They are welcome to try.
The prisoners, my lord.
Majesty.
After what you've done, how dare you? You're supposed to be dead.
Come now, come now. Have you forgotten your manners? This is hardly the courtesy due the late Princess Ashalia Benargin Dalmasca.
Princess?
To be sure, she bears no proof of her former station, no different than any mean member of the insurgents.
The Resistance.
His Excellency the Consul asks the ministry of the dethroned royal family in restoring peace to Dalmasca. Those who foster instability and unrest, who claim royal blood without proof, they shall meet their fate at the gallows. There are no exceptions.
I will not play puppet to Vayne.
King Ramanas entrusted me with a task. Should the time come, he bade me give you something of great importance. It is your birthright, the Dusk Shard. It will warrant the quality of her blood. Only I know where to find it.
Wait. You took my father's life. Why spare mine now? You would have me live in shame.
If that is your duty, yes.
Stop being so stubborn. Keep on like this and you're gonna get us all killed.
Don't interrupt.
What?
Vaughn, that stone.
It was in the palace treasure.
Well, well.
Splendid. You brought the stone with you. This spares us a great deal of trouble.
Don't give it to him!
You have to promise. No executions.
A judge's duty is to the law. Take them away.
My lord.
Lady Ash is to be quartered separately. Vayne Solidor, what fascination does this hold for you?
So you were carrying it all along? The Fate's jest?
Tell these fates of yours to leave me out.
Keep quiet! There was nothing else that I could do. You know that.
Oh, I understand. Honor, duty, and all that. I still can't believe that was a princess.
keep quiet! The Marquis has been busy.
Not lightly did I beg his aid. Listen, it's been a full 2 years. I alone have kept Her Majesty safely hidden. I doubted friend and foe alike. I could trust nobody.
You did your duty, and mine for me.
I'm getting her out. I need your help.
Of course.
Whenever these two are together on the battlefield, just, it's beautiful. Unfortunately, Vaughn needs a level. And I like to keep Balthier and Fran at, like, the same XP. I don't know why, they both have the same amount. I saved it recently enough to justify not doing it now. So, okay, this is twice now. Can we stop being captured by Imperials anytime soon? Like, I just want to fucking hunt shit, man. Like, if we keep this up... Hold on.
Wait. A word of caution before we set out. See that red web of light spanning the passageway? It is a mechanism to detect intruders within the ship. Break one of those beams and an alarm will sound, summoning the guard. The alarm should cease after a time, but it's better to avoid drawing unnecessary attention. Come, Her Majesty awaits.
Yeah, as I was saying, just like if this keeps up, people in like the streets are going to think that the chains on our hands are fucking for kinks, and I ain't about that life. Anyway, to show you what Vossler was talking about, this is what happens whenever you break one of the alarm beams. All the enemies in the near vicinity will be alerted to your location and start charging your ass. However, given that they are all around level 10, and by this point you're around level 10, 12 or 14, depending on how much you decided to grind, you should be more than capable. Plus Vossler, I think, is like level 15. No, he's level 17. Yeah, now he's an ass kicker. Through and through. Yeah, the Imperials haven't really changed much since the last time we fought them, to be honest with you. They still basically do nothing. You do kind of want to take out the Maguses first, because they'll start doing that with the poison. They still don't give that much XP, so grinding here is pointless. Like, it is not a good spot to grind up levels, so I'm going to avoid those, like, red beams of light as much as I can. I'm not going to go out of my way to grab chests. Certain chests are in areas that if you pass through them, like that one right there, if you pass through to the area to grab that chest, a set of beams of light will show up behind you and you'll have no choice but to break it. So choose your actions wisely. Honestly, I just don't like setting up the beams because I don't like the sound. It's just an annoying ass alarm. And we're going to be hearing a lot of it regardless of my decisions, so yeah. Ooh, a crossbow. That's always fun. So, getting through this area, Imperial ships are parts in the story where you will likely not have much of a chance to... hold on, let me think of my words. I've got this. Don't give me a minute here, guys. Okay, I'll get through the sentence eventually. Imperial ships are places that you'll only be able to go through once, generally speaking. I don't think there's any exception to the rule. I could be wrong. But as memory serves me, you're going to want to explore it thoroughly the first time through, because there will not be a second time through. There we go. I knew I'd get through that sentence eventually. I'm still trying to, like, think if... Is there any... it's tough. It's tough sometimes to be able to think. I'm pretty sure I'm right. If I'm wrong, then... I mean, who gives a crap? It wouldn't be the first time. Anyhow. Now we have a choice of two directions to choose from. And both directions have a set of red beams of light that you have to walk through. So, no matter which choice you make, it's the wrong one. And if you want to map out the entire area, like I do, then you're going to have to go through a lot of beams of light. I'm going to kill these guys, and then I'm just going to flee through. Ooh, yeah, actually, Brand would be good to cure right now. Alright. Like I said, gonna go ahead and flee through. I'm not gonna use the fast forward, even though I totally could. Because literally I'm just running in a circle. But like I said, this does classify as a dungeon, therefore I will not fast forward. Ugh, that was a powerful hiccup. Ow, really powerful. I think I might actually die. This is my last will and testament. Everything I own shall be buried with me. Hashtag Petty 2017. Alright, that's that part of the area mapped out. Let's get the hell out of here. Ow. That guy basically just did the equivalent of shoving me. What the fuck, dude?
Fear not their numbers. Take down the leaders and the others will follow.
And in order to do that, I'm just going to go ahead and make Balthier and Fran not at the same experience, so I can just start like with a clear conscience training them. So, let's go ahead. First, hold on, let's gather them all together first, because before I do any sort of quickening chain. I'm a smart man. Sometimes. Alright. Yeah, like I was trying to say before in the last episode, Bosch also kept his trick from way back when. Fulminating darkness. Just beautiful. You wouldn't expect that of one of the least edgy characters in the entire game. Like Bosch has some pretty edgy sounding moves. Ah, I missed the square button. Hey, I missed the triangle. I suck at this. It's been a while. It's been a while for Spencer. It's not gonna get better, guys. Fortunately, you're guaranteed the bare minimum. Yeah, no, Balthier's is ready. Why wasn't Bosch's ready before? I know I didn't use it. Guys? We're still kind of on the Imperial airship right now, with important business to attend to. You want to stop posing anytime soon? No? No, just gonna keep standing there? There we go. Knew they'd get the message eventually. And there we go, now we have the key to the brig, which is literally right here. Don't know why the guy with the key was standing right next to the cell whenever they could have given the key to, like, say, Judge Geese or something like that. Would have been the smarter move, if you ask me. I'm gonna grab this here urn. There's actually a shop over there, which I'm going to go ahead and visit off screen. But right quick, the more important person.
You are unharmed?
Vossler,
Majesty.
It's nothing. I'll be fine. You.
Come on, let's go. What are you waiting for? Pinello's still out there.
We should hurry. They won't be long.
We will talk later.
And that is how the Princess Ashe joins our party. And real quick before I end the video, let's go ahead and pick out a class for her. White Mage being already taken by Pinello, I'm going to find a different class specifically for her. I already have a Red Mage in mind. Archer would be cool. Nah, Let's go Black Mage. Let's start her off with Black Mage. She does have magic proficiency, and I'm not going to be needing her like on something like Archer for a while. So, that being done, she is at level 14, so she's going to sit on the back burner for a little while. And next episode, we're going to go ahead and see if we can't do something about being prisoners again. Catch you guys then.